Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 13 of our F1 22... welcome along to our F1 23 Mighty Career Mode. I've not got used to the game yet. Here we go, there's the facility. Looking good there, right. We will get some upgrades going, because we have a bit of money, so we'll get to this fabrication upgrade going. That leaves us with just over 2 mil, under 3 mil, I would say. And then we need, I don't know what we need, but we got some upgrades coming in, hopefully, for this episode. Some big time upgrades as well. Do we get a new gearbox after this Grand Prix, don't we? I'm fairly sure that that is going to be the case. Anyway, customization. We got some. What we got here? We got car livery. Oh, it's just the McLaren. It's just the McLaren they use for the Monaco Grand Prix. Sponsor decals. Yeah, that's nothing. Drivers' Championship, and Max Verstappen leads the way by 22 points from Charles Leclerc. Then George Russell, Sergio Perez, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Jackie in P8. Yeah, could have been better if you didn't watch last Grand Prix. Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon round out your top 10. All the way down to Logan Sargent, Nick DeVries and Tatiana, who's not scored yet, and Team Chaseliner P5, but could have been so much better. Anyway, it's Tatiana's contract. Hey Tatiana, how you doing? So she's willing to negotiate. Team Acclaim level 11, she wanted level 4. We're going to go with the medium risk contract. I don't think she's worthy of a low risk contract, but I do think there are hints there. So let's see what she says with the medium risk contract. And she says yes. So we have Tatiana to the end of the season. That is lovely. That is all well and good. Yes, we would like to confirm that, please. Right. Stuffsies. Come on, Stuffsies. Okay, that's Stuffsies. Alright, marketing department. They want to interrupt our Stuffsies. Because everyone knows we like Stuffsies. What do you want? We think we should consider investing more in race weekend merchandising. True, it's unlikely to generate much in the way of profit, but secondary benefits could raise the team's profile during race weekends. Okay, yes, we lose 50k, but we get 1,250 acclaim. If we say no, well, we've got to accept. We want that acclaim. The acclaimed have arrived. Gives us more Stuffsies. Stuffsies! Gives us more. Oh, come on! That's what I'm talking about coming into Hungary. Stuff! Because who doesn't love stuff? We love stuff. That is what we're talking about, baby. Who doesn't love a good bit of stuff? I mean, right, let's go get more stuff. We have more stuff. We also have 2 million in the kitty. We might get another upgrade or two going here. So let's have a look. What could we get? Chassis. What could you gives us? There's a couple of discounts, only minor, nothing severe. What can the powertrain give us? Ooh, we got lightweight pistons coming. Oh, I see a bit. Oh, hello. Oh, I see 2 big upgrades that could come in. Please come in for Monza. Please come in for Monza. You sods. Singapore. But I'd take Singapore. I will take Singapore. I think our engine could carry us through Monza anyway. And Spa. That's going to be good tomorrow, the Belgian Grand Prix. Anyway, practice and qualified. I expect us to start last. Because it's Hungary. Who wouldn't expect us to start all the way back there, huh?
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We're not expecting too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track. The last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. So let's hope we're in for another one here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Ocon, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Bottas, Albon, Tsunoda, Zhou, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, the Governors, Calderon, Sargent, Calderon. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Yep, as I thought, we suck. We suck a big one. P19 and P20. This track, I swear this track hates us. I think this track really hates us for some reason anyway. Let's hope we can make the strategy work, and who knows, she might get one of her lightning starts and send it down the middle of everybody and win this race. Here's hoping that actually happens. Dear me, so after the win that never was last week, and let's be brutally honest, folks, we were completely robbed out of that victory last week, weren't we?
Make sure the engagement is okay
now it's on to this mess.
The engine cool, though, so don't go
and I mean
right
this mess in the nicest possible way. This room is definitely trying to cool down. I'm not sure if is it forecast thunderstorms. Let me have a look. Google Rugeley weather. Oh, it says there is a chance of rain, but when? Not till later on, it looks like. No, apparently it's not going to rain. I need to have a look at the Beeb. Here we go, BBC. Oh, there could be some thunderstorms around about 2 o'clock. Right about when the Super Championship is racing. Oh, that's useful. That's useful. Can you imagine if it did happen and the power knocked out? Oh God, I hope it doesn't. I'm really, really hoping it doesn't. Anyway. P19, P20. We're faster than someone. He says rather hopefully. But stay back, Tatiana. We're gonna get excuse me. We're gonna get some. Oh, it's gonna be cooler tomorrow. It's gonna be cooler tomorrow. That's something, I suppose. Oh, wind's coming up as well from the west. Well, that's coming in this way, so that's brilliant. At least we know that. Tuesday rain, Wednesday rain, but here we go then to the Hungarian Grand Prix, folks. Here I am talking about the weather here. It's absolutely Boston sunny over in Hungary as the lights go out and away we go. Great start from... Well, I don't know who it's a great start from. Oh, we were 5, 4, 6 wide going into turn 1, and Jackie's just come along and pulled everyone's pants down up into P7. What a start! That's a start and a half, folks. And she's already packed. Well, she's got Verstappen behind her. Skill issue, Verstappen. If only Tatiana could do starts like that, we'd be mental. I think there should be something to at least, I would say, There we go, let's do that there. Something to at least make your teammate go a little bit faster. That would be an option that we would love to have as we're through the twisty section. There really is only one passing place here at the circuit, the Hungaroring circuit, and that is down into turn 1. You might be able to get away with a move into turn 2, but generally it's turn 1 or nothing. And you know us, we don't do turn 1s or nothing very lightly, unfortunately. But back through the field, what we got here? We got Ocon and Bottas having a bit of a ding-dong. A ding-dong merrily on high very nicely, but that is only for P15 as they're still side-by-side coming through the final corner. Still, Bottas has got Ocon. Will Ocon try and make something of that down into the first corner? I do hope he does. That would be awesome if he could try and do that. He's tried the outside, but right behind him, here comes Yuki Tsunoda, the star for me for the British Grand Prix. And he's just pinched Ocon's pocket, literally out of nowhere, onto lap number 3. And Esteban Ocon's woes just keep happening because he's going backwards. And he is going backwards very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, Nico Hulkenberg up the inside, and that is going to be P17 for the German. And I think the American is coming back with him as well, because Ocon must have a problem. Because he's going backwards at a rapid rate of knots. He's got the hard tyre on. I wonder if that explains it a little bit. That could explain it, that the hard tyre is giving him some issues around this circuit. I hope it's not that, but you never know with this game. Meanwhile, on to lap number 4, and Sergio Perez is being hounded by Carlos Sainz down into the first corner. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton have disappeared off into the distance, with Charles Leclerc right behind him. Perez on hards, Sainz on mediums. So I wonder if it is a case the hard tyre is just not working. That might be the case. The hard tyre just isn't suited to this track, which I can't say I'm too surprised, but then again, it is the Hungaroring. I've seen other things that have surprised me, but I said that the Mercedes were disappearing off into the distance. Here comes Charles Leclerc around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton on softs, Leclerc on mediums. I'd imagine George is going to be on the softs as well, knowing the Mercedes like to do a bit of strategy derping. But let's go check with Jackie, because she's been very quiet. P7, she got Hollywoodland Stroll all over her rear end, which is not good. 3 wide into the first corner almost. Max Verstappen thinking about it. Jackie with her soft tyres working very nicely. And Verstappen is about to pinch Stroll's pocket and move that man up into P8 as Jackie keeps P7. But up at the front here, Charles Leclerc's march has just been unstoppable. And I mean unstoppable. He is cruised up to the back of George Russell. And Charles Leclerc, the monogas driver, is about to pass Ultimate Ladies Man and Kingsland's #1 driver, George Russell, with the greatest of ease into turn 2. Side by side, he's going to escort George Russell to the outside of the corner. And George is going to have to concede and let the Ferrari go. Meanwhile, conceding and let the Ferrari go. Looking back at Hollywoodland Stroll from Max Verstappen. DRS popping wide open. That DRS on that car is extremely powerful. I think Stroll got a bit twitchy when the DRS popped wide open. We got Jackie escorting Max to the outside of the corner, and Stroll's just come through and done what Verstappen did to Stroll. That's incredible. And the pair of them. Meanwhile, Alonso is not having a great race, and I think it's about to be compounded even more. Yep, that you wouldn't believe that. I saw that puff of smoke just then. That is another Mercedes powertrain. Mercedes was supposed to be the most durable engine out there. And that all the engine retirements we've had this season are Mercedes engines. Go figure. Go figure that. So much of being the most durable engine out there as the Hulk is about to pass Nick de Vries. And de Vries is going to make him work for it, but the Hulk is through into P16. Meanwhile, I think it might be time for Jackie to get these soft tyres off, because they're not exactly the very best at the moment. Hollywoodland Stroll disappearing through. So where's she going to come out? If she can come out, if we can bring her out some nice clean air, That'd be awesome. And then she could really get to work on these mediums that we put on her. So here we go. Oh, slick stop. Slick stop. Absolutely beautiful stop from her right there. Actually, is it hards that she's gone on to? See if we can have a look as she goes into the first corner. And yes, it is the hard tyre that has gone on. So interesting call there. Now Stroll has also pit. But this is now on lap 14. So everyone is pitted now. Apart from a couple of stragglers. I'd imagine Sainz and Norris and Leclerc are two of those stragglers. As Stroll moves up the order, but Yuki Tsunoda now is going backwards very quickly. Here goes the man Gasly, and the man is about to pass Yuki Tsunoda, I think, with the greatest of ease on lap 15 into turn 1. Great move there from the man. Oh, I saw Verstappen having a stab at Jackie into turn 2. I don't want to see too much more of that. As Hollywood Lance Stroll is going backwards and backwards quickly. Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane, now about to put Stroll in the mud. Stroll is on the hard tyres. I find this really strange because Jackie's making these hards work, but Stroll and certainly Perez we saw earlier, they just were... Not Perez, sorry. Who was on the Ocon? Sorry, they just weren't making them tyres work. Meanwhile, for the race lead... Oh, a bit of contact between George Russell. He might have a bit of underfloor damage there, but it looked like a little nick had come out of the underfloor of that Mercedes. As we go back over to Charles Leclerc, George Russell keeps the... well, takes the lead, I should say, as Carlos Sainz is about to put Lewis Hamilton in the mud. And look who's lurking in the background. Sergio Perez is lurking in the background. You don't want to be saying that too much. Verstappen is stuck behind a Chaseliner, and it seems to me that Perez is getting the best out of that Red Bull on this very occasion. But Stroll's backwards march continues. He's about to be put in the mud by Nick de Vries. These hard tyres don't seem to work on some of these cars. And I think we'd like explanations as to why. What seems to be going on with these hard tyres? I haven't got a clue. But Lewis Hamilton has dropped away a rapid knot from Charles Leclerc. That Ferrari disappearing off into the distance. And I think Perez is going to go around the outside of the 7-time world champion and put him firmly in the mud. And it is mud confirmed. Perez is going to swing by into P4 ahead of the 7-time world champion. Meanwhile, Ocon, I think he's got a bit of a resurgence now. He's got those hard tyres off. So, yeah, it must be the hard tyres are awful around the Hungaroring. I think Stroll's misery is about to be compounding. I think Logan Sargent's about to disappear past him. But Ocon's disappeared past Yuki Tsunoda, move him to P13. Let's see that move on by Logan Sargent. See if it was a move for the race lead, for the position. I do believe it was, but we shall see momentarily. Thank you there, Trent. Meanwhile, Gasly, the man Gasly is looking at the back. Who's he going to go have a go? He's going to go at Alexander Albon. Sorry, I got distracted there by a message from my good friend Zira, the gaming guys. You go check him out. He absolutely would love your support. As we got Oscar Piastri now has joined the conversation. There's a perfect segue. We're talking about one Aussie. Here's another Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Thank you. And Piastri, as well, he's giving it to Max Verstappen, but Max Verstappen is going to come back at Jackie. Jackie thought she could disappear off into the distance. That's not happened. And I need to take another drink of water because I am salivating like mad, and I have no idea why I'm doing it. Is it a heat thing? Is it something thing? I don't know, but it's a something thing. Let's go with that as we come through turn 4E on the way up to turn 4. And oh, bit of contact between Piastri and Jackie, and Piastri's come back on the track and absolutely assaulted Verstappen. That's a wing gone. And that's Verstappen! He's out of the race. Fantastic. There you go, folks. Oscar Piastri doing everyone a solid, so everyone can thank Australia for doing that job there as we get the restart back underway, and I don't think George Russell wanted to see that restart, unfortunately. Let me take a swig. There we go. And I'm useless when it comes to throwing as well. As Jackie now up to P6. Great pass from Jackie into the first corner. Absolutely caught Carlos Sainz with his pants around his ankles. George Russell still leading the Hungarian Grand Prix as they head up the hill to turn 4. Those hard... See, I don't understand how Carlos and Jackie are making this hard tyre work, but everyone else just couldn't make the hard tyre work. Was it just a case of getting it switched on? Carlos is thinking up the inside of the chicane. You can think again. You may think again and think again very, very quickly. It looks like the front 5 have disappeared off into the distance. I wouldn't expect anything other than them disappearing off into the distance. As through... Oh, that's a corner that's faster than it looks. He's now gone defensive. Carlos Sainz is thinking about the outside, but Jackie comes back onto the racing line. That might have been a bit late, that one. Just a skosh late on that move, but all fair in love and war, he's really hustling that Chaseliner, isn't he? And I mean, he is really, really, really hustling that Chaseliner. I've got a feeling he's going to try and come past her down into the first corner. Battery will be depleted, I imagine, because there's only really one place you can use the battery, and that is down this front straight. Everywhere else you're playing follow the leader. And speaking of follow the leader, it looks like we've had a pass for the race lead. Let's have a look at it again. Is that, yeah, Charles Leclerc is about to come past George Russell here on lap 24, the penultimate lap. And that is going to be the race lead. See, Leclerc's on the hards. How are they... This has got to be a Ferrari thing. It's got to be a Ferrari thing. That's what I'm thinking right about now. But, yeah, he then used that couple of laps to disappear away from George Russell. And it is going to be victory for the Maranello team, but it is going to be Charles Leclerc coming through the final corner, and Charles Leclerc will win. I would say in great style. To be fair, I think he did deserve it. He wins the Hungarian Grand Prix from George Russell. Sergio Perez P3, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris P5, and then coming out of the final corner should be this heroic angel. The P6 has been acclaimed. Or just say acquired, not acclaimed. That's something very different. But yeah, good race, good race. Finished ahead of Ocon as well, which we can love that. And driver of the day as well. But you wait, Verstappen will get it.
There'll be smiles at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Hungary. So, Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Quite simply, a driver is nothing without the team behind them. So, a deserved winner, but we do have to give a shout out to the team in the pit lane and back at the factory. Very much a collaborative process.
Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again. Leclerc's points today take him to the top of the championship standings. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the governors. They did a great job at getting the very most out of the tyres without losing pace. Something that's a very handy skill to have in modern Formula One.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Good hustle, good hustle. Good hustle. Loved your work out there. Loved the work effort. Ethic, I should say. Where's that can? There it is. Let's put it in the... well, mistakes are made. Charles Leclerc wins the Hungarian Grand Prix from George Russell, Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Lando P5, Jackie coming home P5 from P6, sorry, from P19. Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Valtteri Bottas, and Pierre Gasly, your top 10. And Tatiana P20, 2 DNFs, Alonso and Verstappen. To be fair, yeah, there's not much more I can say about that, Tatiana. Well, result. And we can't seem to shake Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon is very elusive. Do we get up to level 12 acclaim? I sure hope we do get up to level 12 acclaim. I do. Just missed out. But that's good. We get another 500k in the bank almost for achieving the goals. Lost 10k. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All well and good, and we're up to 3.5 mil in the bank. I think some upgrades are coming. Someone's engine line. Oh, we have a worn... What's our worn component? Is it the gearbox? If it's a gearbox, then that's alright, because I think it's time for a gearbox change anyway. Because it's done its 6 races. 6 races is the maximum. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we'll get some external training going for Tatiana to up her focus a little bit. And then I think... should we go with the powertrain? Oh, that's interesting. Nah, I think we're going to go with Tats. Give me the focus and the driver acclaim, please. Thank you very much. Right, 3.5 million in the bank. What can we do? What could we do with the drunken sailor? Ooh, I see some experience coming in. We could upgrade the pit crew. Yeah, we don't quite... Well, we have enough, but we don't... Do I really want to throw all the money away on that? We could... Go for it. Go for it. It leaves us with $8,000. We're almost bankrupt. Oh, we're almost bankrupt. We have points. Yes, it's the gearbox and the MGUH. So, I tell you what then. Let's get a new MGUH on the car. Should we take a new MGUK? Yeah, let's take the new MGUK as well. So we would bring absolutely fresh everything. Energy store as well. Absolutely fresh Harry Spanker's engine. Turbochargers, alright, but we'll bring a new gearbox as well. Yes, I know that runs the risk of an engine failure at Belgium. Risk, no reward, huh? As we see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got a few races left. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Playlists are appeared on your screen. Go check out some more Rockstar Pool 69 content. But in the meantime, stay safe, be kind to each other. You can't be kind to no place to do. You can't be kind to other people. We'll see you tomorrow for the Belgian Grand Prix. And then, yeah. Let's see what happens going forward, shall we?